Here we go. Welcome back, Revolt family. The day that we open back up is getting closer and closer, my friends, as you know, and as we've put out on the social media. Revolt Fitness is going 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. So if you haven't set up your 24-hour access, go ahead and contact Coach Kat so she can hook you up and you can get in anytime you need to, and make sure you get your fitness in. If you're interested in this, guys, go ahead and reach out to our website, revoltfitness.net. You can go ahead and put your information in there and we will contact you in regards to our 24/7 access and membership. Today's workout of the day, guys, white knuckles. So for today, for time, you're going to go ahead and do 40 odd object rows. So you're going to have whatever your odd object is. I mean, if you happen to have a dumbbell, awesome. Otherwise, a bag of sand, whatever. You're going to go ahead and hinge at the hips, slight bend in the knees, and we're really focused on keeping that arm nice and close to the body. Same way as when we do a push-up. Elbow stays nice and tight to my ribs. Same concept here. So I'm going to go ahead and row with one arm, or if you have something that's a little bit heavier, you can go ahead and row with both arms. But what I really want you to focus on is squeezing that core so that back stays nice and flat. So 40 odd object rows, then you're going to do a 400-meter run. Hopefully you've got the distances around your house kind of measured out, 200, 100, etc. 400-meter run. Then you're going to go ahead and do 40 ground to shoulders, whatever your odd object is. Same concept. You're basically going to end up either in that front rack, or if you've got a dumbbell, you're going to end up in that dumbbell front rack, just one arm up. So if you've got a dumbbell, obviously you can go ahead and touch ground to shoulder. Make sure drive the elbow through. Head of that dumbbell is going to touch your shoulder. That's basically one. Back down at that bottom position. I want you to think about always your shoulders are going to be above your hips. If your shoulders are ever below your hips, that's awful for your back. So butt down, chest up. All right, so again, clean, elbow through. Then you're going to go ahead and switch arms. And you're going to do 40 of those. Then you're going to do an 800-meter run. Once you come back, you're going to do 40 ground to overhead this time. So starting from the ground, everything else stays the same. Nice tight core. And now I'm going to press overhead. When I press overhead, I'm thinking shoulders, elbows, wrist, nice stacked position, top to bottom, guys. That's the most stable position for your shoulders to go ahead and hold weight overhead. You're going to go ahead and do 40 of those, and then you're going to go ahead and do a 400-meter run, and then back to 40 odd object rows. Same thing that we started out with. Do 40 of those. As always, you want to make sure you get a nice warm-up before you start the workout. Get the heart rate up, get a little sweat going. The warm-up for the day is going to be deadlifts, pressing, and squats. For the deadlifts, if you have whatever your odd object is, you can go ahead and use that. Again, I always think about slight bend in the knees, hinge at the hips, core stays nice and tight, shoulders back. From here, I'm going to go ahead and stand up, back down. Once you do about 10 of those, guys, then we're going to go ahead and do 10 odd object press. Bell, or whatever your odd object is, touching your shoulder. Elbow is going to be pointed down at the ground. Squeeze that core from here. Press straight up. Think about almost trying to touch your bicep to your ear, but keeping your core nice and tight throughout. Back down. So you're going to go ahead and do 10 of those, 5 and 5. And then the last thing you're going to do, goblet squat with whatever your odd object is. Probably the best way to hold it is in front, just like this. As always, I'm thinking about ripping the ground apart with my feet. My hips go down and back. Go ahead and do 10 of those. And you'll go through that 2 times. So 10 deadlifts, 10 press, 10 squats, 2 times. That should get your body ready to go ahead and rock and roll, hit white knuckles. And again, it is for a time. So once you have your time, go ahead and make sure, put it in Wodify, take a picture, put it on the Facebook members page, Instagram, wherever you need to. Stay safe, guys. We're pretty close. Stay with us. As always, wash your hands. Don't touch your face. And if you're going out in public, wear a mask. See you tomorrow, guys.